Scorpio, welcome to your mid-June tarot reading. And do look at the playlist under your sun, moon, or rising sign to see what additional messages could be there for you. Time and energy is fluid, not linear. All right, let's see what we have for you here. Ooh, angels and masters. Okay, what that is saying is that you are being assisted right now by kind of like the big bosses. So I don't know what is going on with you, Scorpio. We're about to find out, but you have a team of, the big ones right around you right now. So let's see what's going on. Wow. All right. We have Yelena, she who knows, wisdom, clarity, resolution. They could be assisting you with your knowledge right now, with seeing things for how it really is. Woo! Wow. I'm getting some real intense energy from this straight out of the gate with that angels and masters. Maybe you're seeing the number 33 or you're seeing a lot of synchronicities. When you're in that zone of knowing, yeah, things are going to start happening kind of supernatural. We have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. And maybe for this assistance, these messages, it might be coming to you when you are in a peaceful place. For me, it usually happens when I'm in the shower. That's when I get kind of instant downloads. It's a weird phenomenon. It feels like it's literally dropping into the top of my head. So, wherever that is for you, there you go. All right, let's get your recent past here and see what that can tell us about what is going on with you. Past is important. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We have 7 of Cups. We also have the 2 of Swords. It's kind of interesting, coming under that wisdom, clarity, and resolution. And the Knight of Wands, some Sagittarius energy. If you think about it, Scorpio, you're right there on the edge. So I think it's the sidereal. I'm a Scorpio because it's a little different. Their dates, but I resonate with Sagittarius more. Actually, to be truthful, I'm Ophiuchus because of my birthday. So we have 9 of Swords here on that 7 of Cups. Wow. Okay. I'm feeling you here. Woo-wee. No wonder the angels and masters have come to assist ye. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the 4 of Wands over here. Okay. Wow. So, in your recent past, we have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is a mystery, right? The sevens are a mysterious number. That's why we see this kind of foggy illusion here. This could be daydreams, fantasies, but there's a lot of options here as well. This is you being spoiled for choice in a way because you realize that the universe is like a buffet of options. And quite plainly, it has given you almost wish there was less options because this right here, it gives you almost a headache thinking about it. There's too many possibilities, too many options. Um, Restless nights trying to figure out what to pick. You know, I think there's a bit of fear here with making a bad decision or a bad choice, which one to pick. Wow, that's what I'm getting here. It could be that these options here, I don't know. There is an illusion. There's this fear that you're going to pick the wrong one. And it's keeping you up at night, or it was. This is recent past. There's something about just not even wanting to make a choice, almost being paralyzed in this kind of fear of making a poor decision or a poor choice, you know? That's what I'm getting with these two cards. And it's kind of reiterated right here. This, we have a blindfold. We know what that means. We have the Two of Swords. It's this or that, but that's not the case. This is saying calling on your intuition to help guide you in your choices. What is your gut telling you? And now we have the devil crossing this path. I think this is, excuse me, this is what you're fearing, that this bad energy is what you're going to choose, what you picked, maybe a bad person, that you made it. Maybe you made a bad choice in the past. Maybe you did not heed your intuition about this person and you picked them anyway, is what I'm seeing here. And they probably wreaked havoc if that was the case. If you did pick someone who was toxic, you know, and the reason why I'm coming up with that for this card is because you have choices here, Nine of Swords, Nightmare card, indecision in this. So this kind of leads me to believe there was some kind of toxicity here that maybe you just weren't seeing. Maybe you refused to believe it. Maybe you are one of those people, like many of us, we want to see the good in people, and you could be beating yourself up that you made a poor decision here. You didn't trust your instincts. You didn't heed the red flags with this person. If it's not a person, it's toxic habits, toxic thinking, something like that. Obsessions, bad habits, just the, not good. It's not good, Scorpio. I'm sorry. It's not good. But I think I think here that this situation that happened in the past is why the angels and masters had to come to assist, because there was something you just weren't seeing, and I hate to say it, but it feels like there was this very kind of pure, unexpected kind of naivete about this energy of just trusting everything is good, and it's not. I feel like this person would have misrepresented themselves. You thought they were something that they weren't, because that's how the devil energy gets you. It's a trick, right? It's a trick. And so you shouldn't beat yourself up about it, you know. Um we have the Knight of Wands here and the Four of Wands. This person, I feel like this is the person, this Knight of Wands character was probably in and out, not available, probably really attractive, exciting, because we have a knight here. Maybe they moved around a lot. Could have been you, you know. But it's being crossed by the Four of Wands. There's some kind of a commitment, a promise, a partnership, you know. And that's hard to pin down on a Knight of Wands. It's not something that, I'm a Sagittarius, I'll speak for myself. We don't really settle that easily, you know. Maybe they made you think that they would, there's something here about wanting to settle down but not happening, is what I'm getting here. It's not, it's like an opposite energy, even though we still have wands here. There was some kind of commitment or a promise was made, is what I'm getting, a promise. But I don't think that would have played out very well, to be honest with you. I'm not feeling, even though these are, it's not a bad card, but what I'm getting from here is that something was misrepresented. I think promises were made but not followed through, is what I'm getting here with this energy. Probably a lot of in and out, you know, playing house. That's what it is. You know, acting interested, keeping you on the sidelines. What is it? Side piece. I'm so sorry. Don't be somebody's side piece. Oh my goodness. No. Yeah. I think there was probably a lot of warnings that you just didn't heed about this person, Scorpio. Oh boy. Four swords. Well, I'm not surprised. That's good. That's that sanctuary right there that you need. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, with the Tower, Lord of Mercy. Oh my goodness. Aries energy. Yeah. All right, let's see. We have the Queen of Swords. That's good. There's your clarity and wisdom and justice. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Woo. Now we're talking. Let's just see what's going on with this tower. Holy moly. We have the Hanged Man. Oh, jeez. Whee. Okay. Yeah. Whatever that was in your past, um, it's saying that in the current energy, you might still be healing from this. But here's the thing, you learned so much from that situation in the past. You have clarity now, and you have boundaries. She has the firmest boundaries, probably, of any, even more than the, Seven of Wands. That's drawing a line in the sand. You know, you're protecting yourself from now on for sure. You know, I don't, you have clarity now. I don't think you're second guessing your intuition or, how you feel anymore. All queens are reflective of the past. And so this is sticking with you, not in the bad way. You have found the lesson here. That's what those three swords are, the ones that crossed you here, Scorpio. You have very keenly learned the lesson. It's not going to happen again. You will cut things out and you will end things quickly. Absolutely. This has made you into a very formidable person, very wise person. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. This is a great combo, and I love to see it here in this energy now. If you weren't intimidating before, you certainly are now. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles and Justice. You're going to see a massive improvement in your resources. You could have a judgment going your way. You could be winning in court, getting a new contract, something here. This is a universal energy of justice, of things becoming in balance for you. So I don't know how this person wronged you, what they maybe took from you. It could have been possessions. It could have been more just your heart. I don't want to say just, but you know what I mean. It could have been physical. It could have been non-physical type things. There will be justice here. That is for sure. This is in the heart of your reading. And so this is a big deal. This is those angels and masters helping assist you with this healing and clarity and helping this justice come through. This is, things, this is karma. This is cause and effect. Okay. You didn't do anything wrong there. You trusted someone and gave them probably the benefit of the doubt, and they just screwed you over, possibly. You know, uh, that doesn't sit well with the universe and the flow and the balance of things. Okay, it just doesn't work very good. So this is a universal justice and truth and clarity coming in for you, and it's very much regarding your resources. So this is a restoration. This is everything you could need or want. This is a great combination coming in for you. You will be restored, is what I'm hearing from this. Restored to even better than what you were in the beginning. You will be taken care of. That's what the universe is saying here. So I'm not sure if this is happening all right now. This could be a message that this future is coming in for you with this. It could be immediate, or it's just like the universe is going to help take care of you here with your resources somehow in some way, is what I'm getting there. A restoration of balance. And you're going to see this event, because all of this that happened, it happened All of this could have been rather sudden, or it feels sudden. It This tower is, for me, it's representative of you and your who you are, your identity. It's being rebuilt. You know, it wasn't as strong as it could have been in the past, right? There was some cracks and weaknesses, right? I hate to say that weaknesses, but there was something there, because some people are just flat out tricked, or a lot of people can fall victim to a good con artist, okay? And it has nothing to do with them per se. Now, some people, that can see the red flags but don't adhere, don't listen to them, don't listen to those red flags and their intuition. That's the cracks here. It means that there's something within you that needed to be healed, and it those situations will keep coming, and you'll keep getting hurt until you fix your foundation and your tower. But I feel like with this right here, oh yeah, you fixed it. Oh boy, it is a formidable tower now. It is fortified. No one is going to get past this new tower that you have built. And you have enlightenment here with this hangman. You understand what this was about. You understand the cracks in the facade and how that, let things in. Not that you wanted to, but it was a lesson, that it was something that had to be healed within you in order to fortify this. I think you understand that, and have made some peace with it through this hangman energy. This is enlightenment. Hello, angels and masters, and this right here, they are together. It's helping you. You know, you have some very powerful beings helping you through this. I don't really want to say helping, maybe guiding. They're bolstering you is what it is. They're giving you the power, the good energy to get through this, which is really amazing. So if you are needing assistance, just ask for it. Signs, symbols, more inner strength, help with healing, help to see the lesson in everything. There you go. I like this reading a lot. I mean, not that I like that something like that happened to you, but I like where this is going. I like that now you have a very strong foundation here. That is awesome. A lot of resolution right here too. You just know, now. I think if you didn't trust your intuition before, you certainly do now. 100%. Ooh. Ah, I like it. That's my card. Is Sagittarius right there. Temperance. 9 of Pentacles. Love it. 4 Cups. Okay. All right. Let me move this down. Just there we go. 4 Cups. Okay. We'll deal with it. Maybe things just aren't as exciting as they could be. We'll see. We'll see what's coming for that. Then we're doing so good. We have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So 5 of Swords, not my favorite card, nor is a 4 of Cups. Don't really care for it. So we have the Temperance here, this Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is, well, it's my sun and moon sign. Very optimistic about things. But here we see this ability to have the inner alchemy. What you change on the inside, which is what you've done here, really. It affects your outside world. And unfortunately, we live in a world where, some people just can't be trusted. And, some people will do whatever it takes to get themselves ahead. And through your inner alchemy, I think you've become a lot stronger. That's what's helped this whole situation rebuild your tower and your foundation. But unfortunately, this is a reminder that just because you've learned this lesson there in the past, it doesn't mean these people and circumstances aren't going to keep crossing your path. So I feel like this is saying to stand strong, to have patience with yourself and your own healing, but really kind of stand firm in within yourself. There is this element here. I don't know if this is the same person trying to come back wearing a mask. They possibly stabbed you in the back before. This is someone that really just wants to better themselves and win at any cost. They don't really care who they hurt. They just want to be on top, right? So this is saying that these situations are going to continue. That I mean, they're gonna these people, they will keep trying. It's like someone in a parking lot checking doors on cars to see which one is open. If you forget to lock your car, sucks to be you that day. So this is saying to be vigilant, to stay optimistic, because this is an optimistic sign, but to also to be strong, you know, because these things are, even though you've learned this lesson, it doesn't mean these people aren't going to keep coming. It's not like, in school where you finish this and you move on to the next lesson. You will get other lessons, but this kind of energy, I'm not sure why this is showing up again in your future. It's just saying that this is a possibility. This could be crossing your path again, you know? So just stand firm in your transformation that you've made. Don't revert back to being around people like this. There's this. I keep hearing this in my mind. You're as good as the company you keep. So don't be around people like that. I think that's what the kind of warning is here in the future. You want to focus not on that cutthroat kind of mentality there. You want to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy. I think you will be in the future. You've got this Ten of Pentacles and Justice. It's coming. You know, this is self-sufficiency. This is relying on your own skills and talents, to be able to provide for yourself. And that energy, that momentum is speeding up. As long as you stay focused on positive things, this could be messages, but I'm feeling more, it's like your focus, your intention. And you know what I think and what I'm feeling here, the more the better off you are as you're gaining your pentacles. These people will show up, you know so just do be careful of these people that are not very sincere. I'm not liking this energy. They're watching you as you're doing this glow up. They probably want what you have. Don't let them have it. You know, I wouldn't even entertain it for a second, because she's not going to give up everything she has had or is earning. And these messages could be coming in. They might even be trying to be passionate messages, hey, how you doing? I see you're doing well. No, I would just cut them off. I wouldn't even deal with that if that's, what's coming through for you in the future. Just watch out for it. I feel like this last row here, the future energy, is kind of a warning almost to stay focused on your pentacles and not any of this other stuff. This Four of Cups here is someone who's not satisfied with their choices. And this person, they're not, I feel like this might be the same person over here that's trying to come back to you. There's some Virgo energy here, the Knight of Pentacles. They're not doing anything. They're really not. They want an easy win. This could be somebody that tricked you in the past. They're not happy with their current choices. They're not getting what they want from these people. So they might be trying to come back into you, towards you, not really putting in a big effort. They're kind of just hoping that you'll just be all goo goo gaga for them again. And I don't think you are. I think you've moved on. You've seen this person for what they truly are. They're the devil. They're in that devil energy. They want something for nothing, is what I'm getting with this energy here. They don't want to put any effort or work into anything. They want you to do it all. They want you to chase them again, you know? So they're kind of like standing still, almost like baiting you to see if you'll come running again. That's what I'm getting with this. So weird. Because I usually like to try to focus on you, but I'm getting this other person coming in really heavily trying to screw with you here, Scorpio, and I don't like it. They can just kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. Let them just be unhappy with their choices. It's not your problem, you know? So we have kindness. Take respite by a pond to be kind to yourself and others. That's it. I think water can help you with this sanctuary. Maybe have one of those little fountains or a trickling, something to do with water here. Maybe drink more water. Maybe you're dehydrated. Key, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah, I would just say cut all ties with that person. Do not let them in. Bat, take care. Enemies are working against you. That's this jerk off right there. He's not a friend, or she, or whoever it is. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. And tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. I do think you have things to celebrate here, Scorpio, with as far as you've come, but this person is not letting go of your energy for some reason. Um, I don't know why that is, and it stinks because it's like, I think you have cut this out. You're moving on, so your side of that energetic line is done. It's shriveled up, it's petered out, there's nothing there. But theirs keeps going. I don't know what's going to make them quit eventually. You just have to make sure that they can't contact you. And if they do somehow get a message through, just ignore it, block it, and move on, because nothing will come of that ever. Nothing good. Absolutely. Okay. Wow, Scorpio. Jeez Louise. And that's why the angels and masters are here to assist you, because this person is not good. All right, let's see what we have here. So we have Marcus Aurelius. Men exist for the sake of one another. Social duty, donate items or funds to organizations or individuals in need. Each selfless action strengthens the fabric of community while teaching us that meaningful life extends beyond personal gain. Now, I have to say about this, if this person has a handout or they're trying to, they'll try to play on your sympathies. Oh, I need help. I need this or that. Or they try to, they really don't, they have no self-esteem. They don't really care how low they have to sink or what kind of lies they have to say to make you feel sorry for them, to try to get some kind of sympathy. That's what they want. Because they know that good people have big hearts and we don't like to see people suffer. If you want to help people, do this, like donate items to some kind of community shelter or something like that, but don't engage with this person at all, thinking that you're going to help them. You're not. They're too toxic and they're beyond help. Okay, Scorpio. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.